Well, good morning. It's Thursday, September 23rd. A tip of the Grant's Sound Advice coffee cup to you. I, I got to do this morning because it's so funny. You can probably tell there's no coffee in this morning. I used my regular coffee cup and I forgot to put coffee in here. And it reminds me of how much I giggled watching NCIS because they never had any coffee in those coffee cups, which were such a huge prop. And I kept thinking, I get people spilling stuff and, slurping but why not put sand in it? Why not do something? And that's always bugged me. And last night I'm watching The Voice, and they're doing this thing with Ariana Grande coffee, and every one of the other judges brought her an empty coffee cup, and they're just slinging them around like nothing. Uh, Good morning. It's Thursday, September 23rd. Tip of the empty Grand Sound Advice coffee cup to you. Yoy. So Thursdays are about what's a voice artist do for you. And we do many, many things. But you've seen the memes of whatever, and I know stuff. I'm a fisherman, I fish in the dark, and I know stuff. And, I'm a beer drinker, and I know stuff. Mine would probably be something like, I'm a biker, but I know stuff, and I know stuff, whatever. That's kind of my mantra for this morning, and we know stuff. Voice artists, voice actors, arguably could be the greatest resource of disconnected trivia ever existing on the planet. I don't know what people average, but I know just at the beginning of August when I started my social media campaign, the guy that's doing that for me created a graphic that I'd done over 200 jobs. Well, I'm over 300 already. And it seems to go really quick, but when you do 4, 5, 6, 8, 2, 5, 12 a day, it adds up quickly. And they're not just voice artist gigs in my case, they are work orders, let's say that way. We know stuff. Sometimes we can't put it together. Sometimes we don't know why it fits. Sometimes we don't know how it fits. But for a while, I could tell you about some really cool coal mines in Indonesia, some property in Spain. I knew about this much about all kinds of wines for about that long, about 2 months ago. But yesterday, well, one of the things you probably know I do is I do virtual meeting management as well as on-screen hosting for people that don't want to, whatever. By the way, if you don't mind, like and subscribe to the channel, share with a friend. And in that, I do some fascinating stuff. And yesterday I moderated a kind of an exchange of ideas and flow from an educator in India and an educator in the United States. And it was basically a conversation that I moderated. And it was fascinating. The gentleman from India obviously has a totally different perspective from life, from the way the virus is being handled, to how many people there are, to just all kinds of stuff. And the most fascinating thing he said yesterday was about education and about kids is we need to start a bias towards trust. Take that with you today. A bias towards trust. I just thought that was brilliant and something so lacking in our United States freedom. It was kind of sad that it came from, all that. Anyhow, so today, go out with a bias toward trust. Not that it had anything to do with voiceover, but it was kind of a revelation for me. That's kind of what's wrong with our country right now. There's no trust. But anyhow, thank you for your trust this morning and listening and spending a few moments with me on Thursday morning, because you need to know what a voice artist can do for you, right? Thanks again. See you tomorrow morning when we wrap up the week. Later.